Welcome to the grand final of XiaoY Cup 13. Foggy could catch up with Focus to maybe become the #1 XiaoY Cup winner in the future. He won 2 out of the last 3 episodes. Only the last one went to live, so the streak was broken. But, you know, you can always start a new one. Foggy didn't do too good at the MTW Legendary Cup event, being eliminated in the quarterfinals by Czech. That was a big surprise, but maybe it's time for redemption here on Chinese servers. His opponent is Mr. Lin Guagua, who won the semi-final over XiaoY. And we begin on Northern Isles.
Alrighty, here we go. Foggy in this matchup has been looking pretty good for a fairly long time. It is pretty much set in stone. Is that the term we want to use here? It is certainly the strategy that is very dominant from the Night Elf side of things in this matchup. Archers, early expansion, Huntresses, into then later on a big push. And the Orcs have been trying weeks and months, have been trying all sorts of strategies to find a counter against this. We have seen some success with Counter Expo, Shaman for example, or even tower pushes, but the #1 standout strategy hasn't been found seemingly yet. Lin Guagua is known to be a very creative player and will catch his opponent by surprise oftentimes, as we saw earlier in the semifinals. So I'm really looking forward to what he's going to be bringing to the table here.
Absolutely. Orcs, as you said, go for a lot of Shaman, Raider play, early Shaman, later Raider. But Lin Guagua is not normal. He is an anomaly for the Orcish horde, and again, not starting things with the barracks. At least not yet. Nope. It is a Blade Master or Farseer harassing. It is a Blade Master here, so he will creep a little as the shop is a little late. Or will it line up perfectly? It's a little late, right? Should be fine.
Should be ready for the time he comes out. So he's gonna pop a scroll and run over and harass right away. The peon is there to confirm the Ancient of War creeping. And this is a throwback, I guess, to Lin versus Neutron at WGL opening match.
Yes.
And that was an outstanding early for Lin in that game. Neutron losing the Ancient of War, which was very dramatic. Shouldn't happen here, but if the Blade Master arrives in time, which he should, to steal only one of the creeps, you only need one of the creeps stolen, that's gonna force the Keeper to remain on level 1, and it's gonna make things quite difficult for Foggy in the early.
Indeed, there's gonna be quite some pressure on him. Does he expect this? We don't see it too often. We have the peon around to make a little damage onto this archer, and now the sprint begins. Ooh, a little late. I thought he wouldn't buy the scroll. Then he would have lost the couple of seconds that he needs to get there. Foggy not denying this, the peon not denying this. One of mana stealing, and the first experience on Lin Guagua's side, who's still going to the shop, so he's not instantly harassing this.
He lost a couple of seconds in the main there. He wasn't like shop and run away over straight away. You can even go for 2 windwalks. Use the first windwalk into the middle and then the second windwalk with a scroll of speed to then make it to the creep camp. But yeah, that didn't happen. So now the Keeper is level 2 and the Blade Master's creeping is gonna be much, much slower. Don't know if I like this so much.
Yeah, he doesn't find the Keeper now. Okay, he knows, thanks to the peon. But what can he really do? Foggy again with his patented late Huntress transition. But no expansion anywhere. And no tech yet.
Are under attack.
The goal here for the Keeper is to be distracting in the main base, to force the Blade Master and perhaps also a Grunt to return to their main. And then the expansion should be safely coming up, as it is coming right now in the standard position #1 in the north. So, can the Grunt defend at home by himself, and is the Blade Master going to be free to cancel the expansion? Probably not.
He's running back to defend at home. The Treants are gone. One of the burrows will come up for sure, but not the second one.
But I think this could be fine, right? The Boros are still shooting. He could take out the Treants. The Blade Master is just panicking too much. He was not needed here. He's coming home, and by that time, there's gonna be basically nothing here to worry about anymore.
Oh, Here we go. Oh, he's not trapping him in the base. That could have been a town portal right there. Wand of mana stealing to prevent the next windwalk. And this is exactly what I talk about when I say situationally this item is insane, because he does have mana for an entangle now. Lin Guagua doesn't have the mana for a windwalk. So picture perfect example.
Yeah, but even with the windwalk, Keeper wouldn't have died, and...
Don't make my point less valid.
I'm a little disappointed though. Lin Guagua, he was getting played with. Foggy's early game plan is working out super easy. He is going for level 2 aggression, which Foggy oftentimes does, just distracting in the main, expansion coming up on the other side. Late Master here did basically nothing. What he did was getting drained in his mana points. The Grunt would have been enough to keep the main safe, and he could have cancelled with the blade only the Tree of Life. That could have been a decent early game, but that didn't happen. And now already I feel like Lin Guagua is not in the greatest position.
That's correct. Expansion is almost up. Sentinel upgrade for the Huntress that are to come. Still no tier 2. Lin Guagua is at tier 2, but no tier 2 buildings yet. That is indeed an issue. Level 2.5 for the Keeper of the Crow.
Why are you giggling so much?
Just got a text message, man. It's hilarious. I'm gonna tell him like in the break or something. Entangle on the Grunt. And he is chasing the Keeper now. Speed scroll. This Grunt will not fall. And Foggy, almost dying there. Town portal last second. And the Grunt survives. So 1 speed scroll exchanged for town portal. Good trade for Guagua.
And that was super close there. 3 HP. The Grunt just barely making it. Hongi92, thank you very much for the 6 months. Double Ancient of War early. Does that mean... Oh my god, is this tech late?
Yep.
I didn't see this.
He's an entire tech behind. And more.
And the TP's gone. That was perhaps a little greedy, going so hard for that 1 Grunt kill. But at least he could TP back to the natural creep pretty quickly. Here's the Blade Master. Would love to get this steal. But there is a Sentinel. He's entangled. And almost gets the... He still gets the item! Oh my god.
That's big. That is 5 Serpent Wards.
Yeah. And also the Keeper not having it with Moonwell synergy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a big steal, man. That could turn out to be a very, very big deal indeed.
Grunts and Shamans gonna be the play for Lin Guagua, who's creeping up now. Double Slippers and Circlet. Not too bad. And now Health Stone as well. For the second time today.
Foggy being pretty aggressive already. He's level 3. That's of course a big power spike. But against that, Shaman will be out soon. 1 Grunt showing himself. Not getting entangled. Foggy not seeing it. A little sloppy. That could have been an easy entangle, surround, and kill. He's going for the shot.
Not getting in there in time for mana potions.
Yeah.
But he has a clarity. It shouldn't be too bad.
The cool thing here about this aggression is maybe Foggy can't kill too much, but he's keeping Guagua away from creeping, which is such a big deal. This is the way orcs win this matchup, with super strong heroes. At the moment they're 2-1. Not that great.
Foggy has no TP. Gotta be a little careful with the Keeper, but moves it away immediately. Almost surround. But the Shadow Hunter, just like a snake sticks, gets out of there. So
nice
many treants.
Treants against the Grunt here.
Oh, that's sweet.
Wasn't looking at that. Purge, he's trying to go for the Keeper. It's almost surround. It is a surround. And now he lost the TP earlier, remember? Oh.
Ending the life in style, but the Shadow Hunter is also surrounded. Is the damage enough? Yes, the Health Stone transfers it. Not using it yet. All in Guagua. What a mistake. What a mistake. The Shadow Hunter level 1 has fallen. Maybe he wanted to save it for later. But not if his altar is dying. Purge again, gets him another Huntress.
Oh my god, what a slaughter.
Yep.
Lots of experience for this Blade Master.
Corpses everywhere.
More than level 3 already. Oh, Grunts. Huntress is chasing for the Shaman. But look at the block in the main. Oh my god. 2 more Huntresses to fall.
And the Blade Master was chasing one as well. I don't know if he got it, but he's level 3.5 all of a sudden.
Yeah, Foggy is seriously overextended right there. Oh my goodness. But really well done by Guagua to realize the vulnerability on the Keeper, going for the Purge surround with the Swirl of Speed. That was super well done.
Yeah.
And this is something that I feel like I keep on seeing from Foggy. Overextending in this matchup too early. If he's poking in the main, that's okay. Keep him away from creeping. And now again he's moving aggressively across the map when he only has 4 hunts. Another purge, he could be another hero kill.
And as we know, there's only 1 armor point on this Alchemist. The Blade Master has so much damage. But at the moment, Alchemist can run away, trying to get the Shaman kills. We're not adept yet. He needs them to stay alive. Can't get it though. Blade Master has 2 more wind walks.
Could be safe though. He's making it back. When is the keeper finally back? It feels like taken forever.
And now. Normal time, I think. But the Orc army is rushing over. Don't care too much about the Alchemist. Just go for the tree.
Okay. But only level 1 Shadow. Only 3 grunts here. Acid Bond upon them. Some entangles. Detonates, I mean, coming out as well. And here come the trees once again. The Huntresses return for the defense. Alchemist still kind of hurt. Nice micro on those hunts. Saving them just barely, but no Moon Juice really. So going to be hard to heal him up as well. Level 2 for the Shadow Hunter. Now he has Heal Wave, but only level 1, of course. And this Huntress Force at 1-1 upgraded is still pretty sturdy. The Blade Master is going to have to do the heavy lifting. Big Scroll of Healing coming in right there, going for the Alchemist kill. Next, the level 1 hero dies easily. And Foggy just doesn't seem to have the numbers.
Engine of Wars are doing their best to Huntress safe into the main. But man, even the Shaman are doing pretty good damage here since they were buffed in recent patches. And I thought at first that Lin Guagua is super indecisive in what to do and spread his damage everywhere, but it's working out fine. Could go into Shadow Melt. Nope. Man, Guagua is doing this at the moment. Level 4 on the blade.
Jesus.
Town is under siege.
I think he's got this. Does he though?
Not much damage.
Alchemist is back. But only 3 hunts are in fighting shape.
Where are the reinforcements for Guagua? He's producing now. Low mana on the Shadow Hunter. That turns out to be a problem now. So he's haunting the Wisps. I kind of like that to get closer to level 3. Oh, Blade Master. This is a feast for him. First Huntress down. Second needs a crit. Or he's so far away from this. Don't know if the chase is right. Nope. Oh boy, he's so far away from everything now.
Foggy looking for the kills here. He just hit level 4 on his keeper. The Shadow Hunter though also just hit level 3. More and stronger Serpent Wards here to be coming in soon. Dropping low though. There is an entangle. Focus fire upon him. There's a purge, but a little bit too late for the heal scroll. The healed stone, I mean, being transferred. Along with the heal wave, keeps him safe for a little bit longer. Once again, the Alchemist getting purged, getting focused. 1 heal potion was there, but the level 1 hero once again will be dying. But that's okay, he's going to be back soon. Trying for the surround on the Shadow. Doesn't quite stick it. But suddenly we have mass Huntresses here again, holding their ground.
Yeah, and not the best solutions for Lin Guagua. Acid Bomb is still ticking. Yes, the Huntress take a little bit of damage, but the Blade Master is not free to do whatever he wants because mana is limited. Same goes for the SH. He's trying to get a tower up now, but 1 grunt, super hurt, will get the kill there. Or will he? He's not chasing correctly. Whoa, heal scroll.
For 1 grunt, a heal scroll basically. Okay. Saves it, but that was expensive. Going for the keeper again. We have 1 more purge ready on the Shaman. Can he pop it in time? Purge used on the Blade Master though.
Yeah, to get out of Entangle. But Moon Juice must be low, right? No, it's fine. I thought he used more on the Huntress before. Guagua is getting so much experience. 4.5, 3.5. Treants give him more, and he actually got the time for the shot. This is a big mistake by Foggy to let it come up.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Oh, and now it's time for the lightning shield. Foggy's trying to split, but these Hunters are out of the fight.
But still so much stuff remaining here for Foggy. The Serpent Wards don't seem to be quite good enough. Only 2, I guess. Blade Master 4.5, by the way. Getting closer to that level 5. Huntress is trying for this round again. Alchemist now back. No scrolls available. No invul either.
Foggy's playing nicely with Shadow Melt, saving this Huntress. Oh, not this one. Cast's Curse, as I say it. He's too late with that.
Forces are under attack.
Everything is so low for Lin Guagua.
Wait a minute, Lane Master might be in trouble, but he's running it off, and yeah, okay.
Thank you very much, King Luke 92 for the 3-month resub and Deadman on Fire for 35 months of resubbing. Hail Satan, he says. Thank you very much, man.
That was stressful, that was close, but Foggy holds in the end. And now up by 20 supply. Creeping up the middle. Finally level 2 for this Alchemist, who was more in the grave than on Northern Isles. It seems like in this game. Shop control now as well. Gets a Scroll of Healing. Should really go for the invul as well.
Ooh,
But
big
won't
mana.
be bothered.
Big mana is pretty good and he has a 5 Shaman. That's a lot.
Yeah, these heroes are super strong.
At level 4 now. One of the biggest level 4s in all of Warcraft. With, of course, the Lich.
That's right.
Thank you, Eroberer Bizeps, for the 7-month Prime sub. Foggy at 61, nothing else but Huntress, no transition. How far are the upgrades? 2-2? Yeah, 2-2, alright.
Yeah, and they must have the bouncing glaives.
Yes.
This is so many hunts now.
But we have Lightning Shield. But how long will these grunts survive against all the glaives? Trying to aim for the Alchemist again. There's the heal squad on the Blade Master's taking way too much damage here. Has an invul, has to pop it. But Lin Guagua's forces, man, they are melting. Heal scroll used already. Nice Shadow Melts by Foggy. Lightning Shield again, but it only lasts for so long.
Not enough Serpent Wards. Or is it? Wait up. Hunters are mostly invisible. Going for the Alchemist again. Where's the invul now, my friend? Didn't go for it earlier, and the Alchemist will once again be dying. This will be level 5 for the Blade if he gets it. Gets it anyways, with more Huntresses falling. And he wants to get that Alch as well. No, he's retreating south. Away from the fight. Only one grunt left here for him. The heroes are super strong for Guagua. But the front line isn't. No armor upgrades on these grunts.
True, no War Mill at all. But more creeping, and he still holds on to that invul potion. Foggy has shot control now. There's almost a heal scroll again. Foggy should have a lot of resources soon. Going into archers now. Long range upgrade already finished. And now it's his time to push. Whoa, Blade Master. Close to dying.
Staff in here from the Keeper. No mana, but a Scroll of Healing, which is going to be worth a lot with all these hunts. Foggy doesn't need to push. He is known to sometimes overextend, but okay, he's going to fall back. Only seeing the opportunity at the Creepjack and then retreating. How strong are these heroes? Can they really do it by themselves?
Oh, the
If the Shadow gets level 5, it's going to be a big one.
Yeah, the Serpent Wards upgrade is insane. Also, the crit upgrade is pretty insane. Thank you, Lion King 102 for the 39-month resubs. W3 better than ever, he says. Glad you enjoy it, my man.
So what do we have in Marketplace? He just bought something, right? Didn't he? Ah, the one of Illusion. Yeah.
Yeah. Mana potion, pendant, invul potion, invul on the blade as well. Lightning shield active in the middle of basically everything. Have to spread the archers now. That damage is missing. The Treants also not in the fight. This seems to be a good position. The wisps aren't doing anything, only now moving in for the detonates. And hell yeah, not only getting only 2 of the shaman though. Invul potion on the blade. The illusions are doing quite a bit. Mana potion on the Shadow Hunter now before level 5. Lightning shield on the Alchemist as well. Hurting the wisps now. And Foggy is down to 53 supply. Well, on the other side, Lin Guagua down to 20 or so. 20... 25?
Seems like he's gonna lose this grunt. And this Shaman, the Alchemist, very far forward though. Nice heal wave, saving both of them.
Yeah, there's no beastery transition for at least a little control. Ah, there is, but I don't see a raider. Did I miss out on this, or did he just not build it?
I don't think he went for one yet. Greater mana bought from the Blade for the Blade Master. That is so expensive. 400 gold. When
But
he's only at 30 supply.
He just invested into this Great Hall. This has to survive. So for that, he needs mana to work. This might be the game-winning move, or what loses him the game. Lightning Shield again. Treant summoned again. Oh, Acid Bomb on the Blade. And Entangle as well. Big damage. Serpent Wards being taken out by these archers. I love the position of them. Needs a Lightning Shield and healing. A lot of healing. Ooh, 2 crits in a row. Archers are dying like flies. Great Hall still up.
Mana potion used right there from the Creeper. Has more Entangle to use now. The Blade Master in deep, deep trouble. Heal Wave. Where's the Heal Wave? There it is. Barely saving him, but no mana for the Windwalk. The Focus Fire continues, and he will be taken out. Level 5 hero hits the deck. And that, by all accounts, has to be it. We only have Shaman left. And now level 6 for the Keeper as well. Doesn't quite have the mana for the ultimate. But looks like his forces here are strong enough to take out this base, this expansion. And without that, there seems to be no more chance now. Level 4 Alchemist. He was having a tough start into this game, but found so many kills later on. He still got to those high levels. And now, more Shaman will be his prize. 23 supply, my goodness.
We got the level 5 Shadow Hunter now, but he needs a clarity. Oh, drops the pendant, I guess. So many potions here. He can't really afford that. Tranquility and attacks the altar. Blade Master has to come back from the tavern, but at 18 supply, man, what's it worth?
18 supply, wow. If both these heroes were level 10, you think then he could do it? Maybe.
Maybe, yes. Well, Blade Storm would be fantastic.
Has to come home now to defend. Nope, it's too late. GG! 1-0 for Foggy.
The favorite claims map number 1 on Northern Isles. So Lin Guagua's choice now. AZ and CH got banned. So yeah, what I was laughing about in the game, I got a WhatsApp from a friend of mine from East Frisia, from Wismar. You are very familiar with the Deckers Club, of course.
Absolutely.
So they have a new party coming up. Like, what's it called? Like, Deckers Group Wedding or something like that. So the special thing about that is it's a super rural area, right? So like 10,000 people live there or so. If you got married this or last year, you get a bottle of Sekt. What's Sekt in English?
Sparkling wine.
Yeah, of sparkling wine. If you got divorced this year or last year, you get a bottle of corn. I think this is so typical for this club and this area and these people. And put a big smile on my face. So yeah, that was why I was laughing so much.
Yeah, man, it's a legendary place. My favorite program that they have though is the truck car wash.
It's not a truck.
Oh yeah, it's like a agricultural.
It's a tractor.
A tractor, yeah.
Yeah.
Tractor car wash.
Deckers Disco, everybody. That place is scene stuff. Thank you very much, Astro Captain 024 for the sub.
There's a band called Astromaps. Do you know them?
No. Are they
Pretty
good?
cool band. It's probably too alternative poppy for you there. But I like them.
There's a song called Astro Zombie. Do you know that?
Mm-mm.
It's by the Misfits.
One day, Neo, one day we're going to talk about a band and we're both going to know them.
Well, we had the talks about Tame Impala and Vampire Weekend at the weekend.
That's true. I loved that album when it first came out, the Vampire Weekend one. What was it called?
Which one? The last one?
I think it was the last one. It was the same year as Yeezus. I think it was the last one. And I totally loved it at the beginning, but it didn't age too well. I feel like after hearing it a number of times, it kind of lost its charm. Unlike Yeezus, which is still amazing, by the way.
Of course. All right, Terranas stand it is. 1-0 for Foggy. 2 more maps to go for him. Will the underdog strike back on the best orc map that we have?
And check out what's going on in the main, dude. We have no barracks. We have a shop coming up at the Merc camp. This is most certainly looking like a Shadowhunter play. Never mind, the peon walks by. Not the case.
All right, is it Blade again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Harass Blade again. Foggy with the war mill, with the engine of war here against the shop. So he's playing everything safe. No crazy warden, which we've seen like once or twice from Lawlight against Orc. But no, pretty standard from both of them. Blade Master Keeper.
So I guess the idea here is peon scouts for the creep camp, and if the Ancient of War is at the Merc camp, this is close enough for you to be aggressive. But we don't see that at all nowadays anymore. Because of that reason, it's too dangerous if a Blade Master should be aggressive. He's not thinking about creeping this himself, is he?
Are under attack.
Yeah, nowadays Ancient of War is next to the Merchant all of the time from the top Night Elves. It's a safe level 2, then you can move on to the green camp, get another item there. So Blade, if he decides to be aggressive, shouldn't be able to do too much. But he can also go for the item carrying creeps in the middle. The peon actually went for the Shadow Priest purchase extremely early on.
Oh.
I've never seen that before. Almost loses it, but he can of course heal himself.
A player's forces are under attack.
I wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. I was focused on the Keeper here and the creeping if he denies anything, because with Foggy, that's totally a possibility.
So this is kind of cool. The Blade Master doesn't need the shop now because the priest can heal him up.
Yep.
That is pretty sweet. And if he also has enough mana, he can get rid of one entangle or a treant. Only the ring so far, not the most fortunate here with that drop. And the gloves, okay. Not the best inventory, as the Keeper also keeps on leveling. Sold the first item, which means it was... No, he popped down the sentry wards already.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Like right next to each other.
So we'll see the Blade Master once there's an harass, and it's coming now, but yeah, no clarities. He holds on to the TP, which we both kind of like against the Keeper.
Yeah, especially when you want to go for grunt aggression, cancel the expansion kind of stuff, but there's no expansion yet. We have a second Ancient of War coming up first for mass hunts really early on.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
What he did last game as well, right? Or...
I think he got the second Ancient after the expansion.
Ah, yeah, they were right next to each other, but it was very close.
Yeah.
He's got the resources now for the tree.
About to expire. Keeper hears him, gets back. There's another entangle to prevent this kill. Gets it anyway, and the item. But this could be the... No, no dust. I see. So tier 2 again. A lot faster for Foggy. And no expansion this time. Blade Master's walking around like, where the hell is this damn tree? Not there.
Could he even cancel it with one Blade Master and the Shadow Priest only?
Not too sure.
Now he's staffing back, though. Does need some regen from the shop. Tier 2 is done. Where is the Shadow Hunter? We have the Lodge first, then the Shadow.
Forces are under attack.
Foggy creeping up the natural now. Yeah, he has to clear up the camp. It's too late to expand away from it. And the Wisp is coming over, so there will be an expansion. But it certainly is going to be quite a bit later.
He gets yet another Pendant of Energy. This time he can pick it up as well, and the Blade Master isn't around. Tree in the works. Foggy is playing around with timings for quite some time already, like what to prefer. Usually it's Ancient of War into expansion, into tech into Huntress, into second Ancient of War. Foggy is playing it completely different with the early Huntress Hall, now even second early Ancient of War, and super late tech.
So what's the reason behind this?
Safety. Yes.
Yeah, especially super heavy on the hunts. We used to see 3 archers into expo, into hunts, into mass hunts.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, he's gonna have 2 of them out now. Pretty early on, it's gonna be more and more. And especially for early harassment of the creeping of the opponent is gonna be very good. Which the Shadowhunter is doing here with the Lightning Shield. And the Grunt and the Shadow Priest. Blade Master would have loved to cancel the expo, but their Sentinels, their Sentry Wards, this is not gonna happen.
Shadowhunter gets level 2, 1 of mana stealing, this time no denies, plus the Berserker damage. Blade Master's creeping up on his own, hoping for a Tome of Experience,
A player's forces
but
are
only a
under
Tome of
attack.
Intelligence. Super tanky, but is that good enough? I'm not sure. Creep check now. Speed scroll being used. He's kind of walking into his surround with the Grunt, but it's alright. Shaman. Shadow Priest has a bit of mana left. Shamans are coming. Ooh, but a lot of mana used already.
And Lin Guagua is saving all of his units pretty well so far, but where is the Blade? He's busy in the south and he's not even cancelling the Tree of Life. He might be able to take out a Huntress here, but this is not where he's needed the most now, is it? As Foggy's keeping on pressuring the main, mana potion was required here to save this Berserker, but will he be saved in the end? He won't! Entangle plus Treants, too strong. The first troll is down, the second troll in the back, the Shadow Priest is dropping very low as well. The shop is dropping low also. Blade Master, okay, he's finding some kills. He is delaying the mining, I guess, but it comes at a hefty price.
Yeah, where did he put his staff? Did he sell it already? He had his staff once. Yeah, I think he got back and sold it immediately. Nice round by Foggy. Without an entangle, keeps it closed. Ah, well done. This is a different Foggy than Saturday, for sure.
Absolutely. Another Grunt to fall. Level 4 Keeper already. Holy Jesus. Alright, Blade Master, to be honest, did get quite a bit done down here. He killed 2 Hunts and Archer and delayed the expansion, the Entangled, by a long while. But he lost plenty of stuff himself. Lost the Berserker, Grunts, Shop, and the Shadow is still, huddling in his base.
No adept training either.
A player's force
And he can't really afford, he needs more units. Blade Master's finally coming in, but no heal selves on him, no potion on him. And only 1 heal wave.
But decent damage output here with the Blade Master now here and more Serpent Boards coming in as well. Clarity still running on the Shadow, has the 1 of mana ceiling as well. Uses it here, and I think now it's time to fall back for Foggy. With Hunt slow, Keeper out of mana. But Foggy, considering staying in here, expansion is going to start mining here for him in just a moment.
Tier 2 is done for Foggy. No Alchemist yet. I don't know if the Bouncing Glaive's finished. I saw the Engine of War working.
A player's forces are under
And now
attack.
it's time for the 2 Moonworlds that will get up to 70 supply. And then Lin Guagua is in a world of trouble.
Oh, going to the Merchant here, stealing the scroll is a very big deal. Gets both of them protection and healing. And wants to go in again, as it seems.
Yeah, with those scrolls, it's absolutely understandable. Mana is low still. There's 1 more Entangle, but no Alchemist, so Hero Focus I think is not really doable.
And here once
Reveal
again,
them.
I feel like, isn't this an overextension by Foggy? He could be going back home, pump up to 60, 70, get mana on the Keeper, get upgrades as well. Very important on those hunts. But he's just staying in here, feeding what feels like hunt after hunt away.
Yeah, that gives the Shadowhunter level 3, that's for sure. And got a potion out of him. Foggy,
He's got 4 hunts and no mana. Why is he here?
yeah.
This is not the time to fight, Foggy.
This happens to Foggy a lot, that he wants
Yes.
to end games too quickly. There's really no need. Level is
Player's
nice,
forces are under
and there's a
attack.
lot to creep. Expo is up, but didn't pay off yet. Hunts are coming in masses, but no upgrades. Like, kind of half-assed.
Why is he still here? He's still got no mana. There's 2 hunts here. Just back up, Foggy. Yeah, this is something I see him doing quite a lot when he's massing. He doesn't hit the right timings oftentimes. Like, a Huntress strategy is not designed to fight the big fight without upgrades
forces
at
are
less than
under
60
attack.
supply.
Yeah, that's correct.
Purge coming in, Keeper dropping low, has to go for the TP.
Shadow Hunter has a mana potion. Are peons coming? Does he have a war mill? Peons are coming. And there's a war mill. So is he towering up this expo? Or even the base?
And no shop yet for Foggy. That's a big oversight. No Ancient of Wonders anywhere when he has plenty of resources, of course. First Lightning Shield coming in here against the Blade Master, and these Huntresses only 1-0 upgraded. They're not so strong yet. Shadow still has decent mana left, also with a mana potion. Blade Master dropping low. Heal Scroll may have to be necessary. Walks it off, just barely.
There's no more heal scroll, heal wave. There we go.
Where's the shop, Foggy? Where is the shop?
Good question, man. First tower is coming for Lin Guagua. He is supply capped at 40, so his army won't be big. Acid Bomb again. Can he keep the Blade Master up? Oh, the nice little arc here from the Huntress. Last heal wave. Second last, maybe. Alchemist again. Purge. Critical. Purge. Can he get him? Acid Bomb is on him, and Invo Potion, he gets it. 300 on the table to be killed, but same goes for the grunts here. First tower at 75%. Oh, Blade Master, no way to heal him up this time. And that must be the win for Foggy here. Even though a lot of Hunters might fall against the Serpent Wards. Level 5 on the Keeper. Hunters and Archers. Only 1 tower up. Everything else will be cancelled.
Can he defend this 1 tower? I don't think so. Everything is so hurt. He can't re-engage.
Forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Foggy's looking for the chase, for more pickoffs here on the Shaman especially. Buyback on the Blade Master is gonna be fairly expensive. But he gets him back at least.
Okay, cancels the second tower now. Lin Guagua holding on to a threat. But man, should be easily doable here. No consumables, almost no mana. And he didn't kill the Engine of War before, so... Oh, now heal scroll and protection scroll. This must be it for Foggy.
Level 4 on the Shadow, that's a big level up as we know, but... Like no units, like literally nothing. There's 1 Shaman here and that's it. Foggy is gonna break this siege now finally. It took a little while, but he gets it as the last tower is taken out, and now what? What is plan B?
I don't know, man. With the investment into War Mill and reinforced defenses and towers, you can't afford an expansion, really. I mean, you can creep, but with what? Everything is hurt here. You need to invest your gold into heal cells and shit. And the Keeper is already level 5. Thank you, Bloomy25, for the sub.
You were a Blümchen fan back in the day, weren't you? Didn't we talk about that in the past?
Not
you were, right?
I know a couple of songs.
I think it's again the age gap. Like that wasn't a part of my childhood. Wait, didn't we talk about that she's still performing in some places?
Yep, in Berlin, I think.
Forces are under attack.
Still going strong.
Indeed.
Olympian 2019.
On a freaking roller skates. Oh no, that was someone else. So last stand for Lil Guagua or what? Trying to go for the Alchemist works out nicely, but the counter focus is way better thanks to Acid Bomb and Entangle, and that's the GG. 2-0 and match points for Foggy.
Alright, struggling a little bit there, I guess. Foggy being a little stubborn, right? Like, didn't want to back down from that fight. Couldn't counter expo. Could that have worked?
At that point,
I know you don't like that word, Neo, counter expansion. That makes you shiver all over. But I don't know. It always feels so risky, you know, going for that push at the Orc expansion. If it doesn't work, the game's over, obviously. Are you still here? Hello?
Yes, I am. I'm a little distracted by this awesome chat we have today. Thank you guys so much.
Ah, now I see it. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I had to keep it clean for a little. So 3 match points here. Foggy won, as I said, 2 out of the 3 last XiaoY Cups, and 3 out of 4, man. Quite a nice percentage.
And where are the special Lin Guagua strats?
Yeah, man.
You showed it earlier in the Orc Mirror. Where is the TC Headhunters? Where is the, I don't know, Farseer Boro Rush? I want to see something.
How did he beat Loliot and Colorful in the WGL qualifier?
Yeah,
and now, like, not a real chance against Foggy. Foggy plays a little different than most likely everyone else.
Yeah, but Foggy's playing far from perfect, to be honest.
Yeah, but to be honest, Guagua doesn't get anything done either, or not too much either. He only comes back and makes this game a little longer because Foggy is overextending every game. Otherwise, it could be even more one-sided, I think.
Yeah. I think that's true. He gets the hero levels to where they need to be, but kind of the army isn't quite as strong. The armor upgrades on the grunts I always feel help tremendously in this matchup, but something he doesn't seem to value too much. Well, here we go. Map number 3, Foggy on match point. Could close this out now already on Echo Isles.
Right, is it time for a special strategy now? Doesn't seem like it. Looks like the same build that we've seen 2 times already with an early Blade Master and Harass on this map.
I'm looking into my crystal ball right now, Neo.
Okay.
I got it here. My crystal ball.
You didn't sell it yet? Noob. Okay, yeah.
And I see Foggy's gonna creep this first camp with Treants. Gonna move over right away, level 1 keeper. Harass the main of the orc, and the first set of Treants with the archer wants to creep level 2 on the green camp.
Hui, that's a bold prediction, man.
That's what I see in my little crystal ball. So, Lin, the master, our god, our radiant figure of the orcs, has found the perfect opening against this. Blade Master defends at home. Grunt is going to be over at the green camp to harass the archer and steal the last hits. How much of that do you think is going to come true, Neil?
Well, for Foggy's perspective, 100%. I think you got that down.
Maybe I shouldn't sell the crystal ball. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how much.
It gives you a good vision. Let's see how true it's gonna be. But for Guagua, I'm not too sure, man. I wouldn't be too surprised if he prioritizes the marketplace creep over harassment.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting. Don't see that too much anymore nowadays. Too early against Night Elf. Speaking of vision, Neo, by the way, just said that it's giving me great vision. How's your vision going? When's it time for the glasses? Oh my god, he killed the first creep before the keeper was out.
Yep.
4G! What are you doing?
Little too greedy again. Blade Master is creeping here as well, so he's not insta-harassing this time. Oh boy! Thank you, Sparkmeister911 for $75, I guess. Great work casting at MTW. Keep up the outstanding work, guys.
Player's forces are
Dude,
under
this
attack.
is pretty crazy. Didn't expect that on this Thursday. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the kind words.
Yeah, seriously, this is like a crazy-ass Thursday. You guys have been holding on to your bank accounts over the weekend. Thank you very, very much.
Foggy again with the Huntress transition. With the early Huntress transition before the tech. And before the second burrow. Second.
Kind of OC style, right? Keeper, level 1, aggro, mass hunts.
Yeah.
Did he play Expo behind? I think he did, right?
I'm not too sure on the timings anymore. Second Engine of War again before the expansion. So this seems to be Foggy's new standard style.
He hasn't used a single spell yet, right? But it is Treants, I assume.
Yep.
Interesting game. Is it time for the Ogre Magi now for the blade? Deems he has the time required, goes for the circlet. Claws also available. Not too much inventory space.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and now the keeper going for the green camp. This could have been level 2, but with that deny, I don't think it's enough. Pretty sure it's not, right? Right.
The heal potion. No, it shouldn't be enough for level 2. Grunt is
Oh,
scouting.
the Grunt was scouting for
Yeah.
a long time, but not anymore. Oh, I thought the Wisp was gonna pop it there. No. Once again, a late expansion here. Where is it?
Not coming, man. He's not taking... I think he queued it now. He's so low on resources. This Wisp position is super nice, by the way,
Player's
in the
forces
bottom
are
right.
under attack.
Pretty strange early games here we're seeing.
Yeah, very passive.
Tier 2 already done for Guagua. Shadow coming out. So still nothing surprising. Is it gonna be the Lodge as well? We assume so. Alright, finally level 2 gonna be crept here. Nice movement of the Treants. Usage
Player's
at
forces
the
are under
Murloc
attack.
camp. That is gonna be level 2 then finally. And with that, Entangle. However, very low mana for the Keeper, but plenty of Huntresses here for normal damage against this blade. Another level 2. May want to save that though for the insurance of the Over Magi last hit. And the Grunts are coming in. 3 Grunts. Holy crap! This is quite the creep jack suddenly.
Yep, nice and snare here. And how much can he steal? Not this thing here, as the Hunters are too strong. Aiming for the Keeper now. Sentinel reveals him, of course.
6 Huntresses here, but no Treants to block for him, so the Keeper has to fall back to the main for more Moon Juice. This was a nice creep jack. Delaying things even further, more damage on the Huntresses as well. And losing no Grunts for it at all. Only thing missing here for the icing on the cake would be a last hit from the blade for the level 2. And ideally, maybe a claws of attack or something.
Not that easy to do, of course, as there is a Sentinel all the time. But we're 6 minutes in the game and there's no sign of an expansion.
Player's forces are
Right,
under
Blade Master
attack.
now has to back up. Oh my god, is he really going in? You're gonna die,
Yeah.
dude.
There's a big heal potion. Is entangled now. No surround. Heal potion, heal potion, heal potion.
Still Sentinel.
Okay. Speed scroll and heal self. Enough. And now at 6 minutes 30 seconds, we get the expansion.
Yeah, so late indeed.
Yeah,
2
he's-
Warcraft hours until...
What? This position of the counter expansion, very early counter expansion, I've not seen it here yet.
Designed to dodge a scout, but imagine if the Huntresses come from the south and attack it. How are you ever gonna get there?
A player's
Not gonna be
forces are
easy, that's
under
for sure.
attack.
Entangle soon. Oh, there's again no Windwalk.
And all this harassment of the Grunts earlier on at the expansion camp made it so the Huntresses dropped low. And look at their health now. This is not comfortable territory to fight at all. It's a Wind Rider. Hello.
Okay. Not too
that
much
enough?
to do against that here. No archers, only the Keeper can attack it. Focusing on the blade. Heal potion now to knock down this tree.
Is this enough damage? 74 damage.
Why is he
HP
standing
damage?
still?
53.
Is he out of
Out of
range?
Sentinel range.
Okay, yeah, then it is
Cancel.
enough.
Cancel.
Whoa. He's staying
Damn,
in
dude.
here. Doing more damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
But here comes the archer. Is that gonna be enough? 40 HP.
Wyvern dies.
20
But
HP.
man-
I need one more shot.
Expansion cancelled once. His own expansion halfway done. Shadowhunter about to be level 3. Got both items from the shop.
Yeah. That's so important. That is so important. Getting the heal scroll and the invul right there, especially the heal scroll, of course.
He got the beast tree up as well, so he's not only on Grunts and Shaman.
It's looking pretty good for Guagua. If this expo comes up, there's still time to cancel this. Oh, this treant. This treant. Is he gonna see it?
Oh, it's daytime. He sees quite a bit.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, the positioning
forces are under
genius.
This is so fun.
Foggy's just standing there like, what do I do now?
Yeah, did he disconnect maybe? Nobody is doing anything.
Yeah. This is a walk TV bug. Oh.
Desync.
Desync. We still have that?
This is the first time I'm seeing this. Now I am very curious if there's a regame or not.
Has to be regamed though. I mean, that game wasn't over, right?
Not really, no. And it was nobody's fault.
I guess it looked fairly good for Guagua, but
Yeah.
by no means was it over, I would say.
Guagua is kind of annoyed here, just writing 3 dots. Lots of Chinese talks now, and we don't really understand what's going on.
Very unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is sadly something we've been experiencing more recently with the newest patch on Netty. Seems like all the technical details aren't quite ironed out yet. But yeah, the desync, I see that for the first time here.
Okay, seems like we're getting a rematch here. I gotta be at Rocket Beans at 5, but that should still plenty of time. Man, that was unfortunate, man. Best performance of Lin Guagua yet, and he got a desync. Yeah. Thank you, Bisha, for the 10-month resub. Whoop whoop, free sub. Also, thanks for introducing me to Hot Mulligan. Awesome band. This Armadillo song, freaking insane. What's it called again?
What is that, punk?
It's pop punk / emo, very light-hearted. Hot.
I see.
It's really cool jam. How do you know it's not Armadillo is the song? Or Armadillo Shells. Hot Mulligan, great, check him out. Let's go in game again. Second try, Equals.
Reversing the spawn positions here, Foggy now to the left, and Lin Guagua to the right. As we recall, that it wasn't the greatest start for Foggy early here, starting off with a creep deny, actually. And then super heavy in the hunts.
Yeah, and super late expansion. 6 minutes 30.
But really smart by Lin Guagua, right? Realizing, okay, he's extremely strong on the huntresses early on, so trying to cancel the expansion is going to be very tough.
Yeah.
Unless I go for a Windrider, which can't be attacked by the huntresses. So
And
I wonder
that
if
bought so much time for his own expansion as well.
bought time to get the Scrolls of Healing as well from the middle. I wonder if Foggy's going to adjust now and go for at least 2, maybe 3 archers. I think he should.
How would you rank Lin Guagua in terms of game intelligence? Like how to respond to stuff.
That one was one outstanding example of being really smart on his feet, quick on his feet.
Yes.
Earlier in the previous games, I felt though the pushes, especially on Terra Stand, were kind of overeager. So I wouldn't say that he has the right calls all the time.
I think it's correct, but he's not a robot either who's doing the same stuff all the time. I think he's adjusting to a degree.
Players' forces are under attack.
Not perfectly yet, but I mean, he's just starting with his competitive Warcraft career. So, good tendencies, I'd say.
Absolutely. I mean, he is the standout new kid on the block of 2019. No question about it.
Did you get used to 2019 yet? I'm still not there.
I think I'm there. When I have to write the year, though, then it becomes weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like still 2018 in the fingers, and nope. Alright, Keeper this time around didn't deny anything, gets up the claws of attack as well. Only the ring for the Blade Master. Oh, and the Peon gets ensnared. This one could be taken out easily with the Treants.
This time you're right. Foggy,
A player's forces
super
are under
aggressive
attack.
very early on.
Yeah.
Creeping at the same time.
Town is under siege.
And the Grunt is over there. Hey, someone watched Lin's game. Well done.
He is
Try to get
attacking
the last
the
hit here, though. Null Brute, last hit. Ah, the Grunt doesn't pay attention.
Alright, so the Keeper got it. Super close to 2. Burrow has to be cancelled. And this next one, no mana anymore. Treants are moving over. Good duration on them. Keeper is in range as well. Oh, this early is not looking good. 2 burrows cancelled. He's low on lumber now.
He could force the TP here, couldn't he? He's got 2 Windwalks still. He wants to hit the backstab and then perhaps follow up with the scroll speed, but he has to hit the backstab. Gets it. Scroll? No? Huh.
No.
A player's forces are under attack.
Was pretending to go in there towards the Ogre Magi, but actually doesn't. Moving south now towards the Merchant. Can go for a Dust, Circlet, if he wishes. He's been keeping the rings in many of these games,
Yeah.
have you noticed?
I like it because you will face Acid Bomb sooner or later. They're like protection from that spell.
Yeah, kind of cool. Finally level 2 now for the
Player's
Keeper. Is it again
forces
double
are under
Ancient
attack.
of War into tech? I think he should go for an expansion before the tech though, right? Otherwise it's so late. Oh, Entangle on the Grunt. Can he get the surround? Doesn't look like it, but a Keeper in front trying to block perhaps. Surrounding him on all angles. And he will fall. Oh, that's a painful loss.
Yeah. And now he's gonna be close with this one. Okay, he got 2/3 from the shop and critical
Player's
strike
forces are under attack.
and dust and shit. But does that make up for the beating he received in his own base before?
There's a Sentinel here to reveal the blade. There it is. Healing cancelled. Plenty of Windwalks though still. And
Stole the
gets
circlet.
that item.
Yeah, sweet. Quite a good Magpie. Stealing a second item in the 3rd game already. So tier 2 done. Lodge again. Shadowhunter again.
Player's forces are under attack.
This
we're
is
getting-
looking pretty smooth though by Foggy now.
Yeah.
He's getting the mana now up. Doesn't want to go to the natural again with not enough mana, so then the Hunters would take too much damage. Went for the pit stop at the Murlocs before. Almost level 3 already. It's looking
And
pretty
these
smooth
Sentinel
sailing.
upgrades are so good. Scouting the Blade
gonna-
Master all the time.
He's gonna pull the creeps into the Sentinel there, and it's also kind of cool.
Yeah. Very hard for Lin Guagua to get something done here now. What does he want to do?
Taking out the Archer. Does that mean he wants to go for Windrider again? Uh-oh, Blade, is he gonna get away from this detection? He is.
Only 2 heal selves. And no lasted on the Magi. No steal on the Magi.
Player's forces are under attack.
30-second expansion earlier. 30 seconds in Warcraft time is quite a lot. Still late, of course.
And now the tech is coming for Foggy. I like that timing. It's around 40 supply. Does still have to go for a Moonwell, doesn't he? If he's waiting for this Tree of Life to finish, it's gonna take forever. Shadow was creeping up here for level 2.
Greater mana. Invests a little bit though.
Oh, Blade,
Into-
can you get this cancel? Oh, this would be so big.
He is not attacking anything. Now he is, but again, a
Foggy's
little
right.
too late, has to run away.
Can't get it, but you know, he's threatening it. He's like, oh, you better be careful, buddy. And that all buys time for the Shadow. Should be a quick level 3 here for him. And then push again, I guess, because, yeah, no counter expansion anywhere in sight for the Orc.
Whisper scouting for peons to walk down. I like that.
Oh. Daytime hits in only 20 minutes. 20 Warcraft minutes, that is. That's very fast. Who's got the faster fingers? Scroll of Healing.
There we go. Lin Guagua got it, but he gets punished for it hard. There's again a Sentinel. But no additional entangle anymore.
Yeah, Foggy was a little bit slow. I think he didn't realize how close it was, really. I don't believe he was close enough to the shop to actually go for the scroll. But steal the invul away from the Blade Master, which is also nice. And the Sentry Wards. And Blade is struggling a little this game. Still far away from level 3. But the Shadow Hunter is almost there, finding another Ring of Protection. That makes it 2 once more. Alright, Foggy, again, going for the main. This is not an overextension yet. If you can just threaten an attack here, take out the shop, keep the Orc back, this is all fine. You just don't want to feed away 6+ Huntresses.
There is 3 Shaman with Purge, so good to kill Hunts here. First one is down already. Shadow Hunter in a little bit of trouble. Second Huntress, of course no Shadow Melt here, and that's level 3 for the SH.
And this is a 40 supply Huntress push. Okay, he's going for the Shaman. He's gonna still not get a single one. Everything's dropping low. He doesn't have a Scroll of Healing. TP out is the right call here, but not before one more dies. That's 3 Huntresses lost.
And a TP.
And a TP.
I think nothing.
And plenty of health as well. Only gaining a bit of creeping being delayed, but with losing 3 hunts, you're not even keeping so much experience away from your opponent. Once again, Foggy just too early with the timing.
Yeah, I kind of like that he wants to strike early to prevent high mana Shaman. Because then it can be purged and lightning shielded all the time. But that didn't work one bit here.
For the Alchemist. He's been leading a difficult life. And once again, he will be found at the shop. Telestab, 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 he realizes. And could have gone for a Scroll of Protection as well.
Pendant of Energy again. 3 out of 3 games. Double heal scroll and invul. Tower time? Tower time. Okay. Oh no, there's no Warmel. So it's just support, I guess, and distraction.
And this is not a lot of Huntresses yet. There's only 51 supply. Expansion just started mining a moment ago. This seems to be the perfect timing for Lin Guagua to come in. Blade Master is keeping the Huntresses busy, dropping low, but he's gonna be fine.
So far, he is. Peons are striking at the tree. Won't do too much damage here, but, you know, a little bit. Mud Golem, Berserker. Everything there, and especially Wisps. He needs those Wisps in this area here to deplete the mana on Shaman and Shadow Hunter, but he's really close to killing this. There's no repair. Way too late of a repair, and so the Expo falls.
Tremendous position now, it seems like, for Lin Guagua, with still the Serpent Ward set up here. GG by Foggy. Well done by the Orc.
Damn,
And
that comes as quite a surprise. Like, Foggy had this game under control, pretty much. And here comes this push, and like, what the hell?
Yeah, once again, weird timing by Foggy to be aggressive, feeding away those Huntresses there. And something that I like to keep harping on, the Alchemist. Super underwhelming in that game, in my opinion. I feel in this matchup, most of the time, if the Orc doesn't counter-expand, which here, again, he doesn't do, it's going to be all about that 50 to maybe 55 supply timing of the Orc, and by that time, your second hero is only going to be level 1, at most level 2. And I don't think that's worth the money. I don't think that's worth the 425 gold. Get more upgrades, get more scrolls, get more Huntresses.
Well, the timing for scrolls and invuls was kinda over at that point, and the push was imminent. Did he know? I don't know.
And also, that timing at the shop was a little sloppy by Foggy. When it's daytime, you have to be there. I guess it's a right-click battle or a click battle for the scroll, but you have to try to get it. He was a little bit too slow. Blade Master gets them both again. Then he feeds away Huntresses, and the expansion still is so late. Like, we used to see them being set up in the back way earlier and then, you know, walking over later.
Yeah.
That
Foggy
used to always work.
Foggy doesn't do that anymore. He apparently is no fan of walking over, but just positions it right next to the gold mine. Builds it way later. Therefore
Yeah,
saves time for the walking, but... Okay, we get game 4. And it starts already. Foggy, of course, decides to go for Twisted Meadows. And now, I'm really curious why Lin Guagua didn't veto this map. And what his plan is.
Can go both ways though.
Usually it should be Foggy's ban, of course, so...
Yeah. Because, well, the strength of the keeper is being able to creep up fairly freely, getting level 2 very easily at least, and then later on level 3 for another big power spike. But here, this is a very tough map to creep on for Night Elves. So it's going to be level 1 keeper for a long time, and most likely a Huntress opening, whereas the Blade Master can find some creeps and some experience. With grunts, that's not too hard to do. The reason for this, of course, all being that the Null camps purge the treants, and then suddenly the keeper doesn't have anything to do.
Yeah, so what's Foggy's plan? I mean, he's not positioned next to the mercenary camps. That hurts him already a little bit. We have cross position. The orc is not spawning at the laboratory or in the upper left for the laboratory creep. So fairly normal opening for both players. Question now, Farseer or not? No, Blade again.
Okay. Still no TC. Where's the TC?
Yeah, no Farseer. Kind of expected a Farseer.
And yeah, Foggy is starting off with the Huntress opening. Gonna be the Huntress Hall and the Ancient of War right away.
Still 2 match points, of course, for the Ukrainian. Shop in the south. Okay.
Huh. Wait. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't really know. Foggy knows where his opponent is. Lin Guagua doesn't, right? Didn't scout.
Why is the shop there? That's really interesting. Is it like Null camp first, then to the shop to heal, then next Null camp or something? But of course, Foggy scouted with a Wisp, obviously, and the Keeper is going to be coming in for harass, so creeping the Null camp shouldn't really be doable. He's still going to try it, apparently, though.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Foggy already with the Wisp in position for the upcoming expansion. Huntress Hall and Engine of War for normal Huntress. Keeper is right there.
And that's a grunt kill, right? It's gonna
Yeah.
cost at least one more entangle. Keeper's gonna be dropping lower on health, but this grunt most certainly is dead. Deny? Oh, well
Yep,
done.
sweet.
That's really important.
So that cost half his mana, more than half of his HP, and he got no experience for this. But this time, early expo.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot more. Early single Ancient of War Huntresses into early expansion, then later second Ancient of War or the tech. We'll see. Whereas tier 2 tech for the Orc is pretty far along. Of course, the Keeper has to run. When he has 2 hunts out, maybe, then he can start trading. But at the moment, the Blade Master is
A player's
certainly
forces are under
more
attack.
powerful, even with Entangle being in the equation.
Foggy's second Engine of War is in the north at like 12 o'clock. So if he's getting attacked at the bottom right at his expansion, reinforcements will take forever to arrive. And we kind of see this on Terranas when sometimes the Engine of War is right next to the expansion. It's still not enough to deflect the Orc push. So this position, I don't like it too much, and the peon saw it.
Yeah, and the Blade Master sees the Tree of Life. The Keeper kind of led him there, but I guess he expected the Invis Blade to go over to the tree, so he wanted to be there with the Entangle to stop him from cancelling it. First ground, of course, was lost. The second one and the third one are now out on the map, but they're kind of far away from the tree, so I think this one is safe.
I would say so too.
A player's
Question
forces
is
are under
how...
attack.
Oh, staff. Does he want to use it? Quite good damage. Apparently can run away.
Oh, the Wisp is here. Can dispel against the Scroll of Speed, but Windwalk, no dust. Oh, and the Sentinel, that's really nice. Blade Master, though, was still able to heal up here in time. And the grunts keep creeping. We have 3 grunts out now already. You can go for a Shadow Hunter here very soon, a little bit low on the gold. And the Tree of Life is still far away from the actual gold mine.
And it's not crept yet, so at one point Foggy has to go back.
Offering the tier 2 solo experience bonus, Blade Master actually did get level 2 from the remainder of his camp. That was kind of cool.
Second grunt dies here, if not for a speed
So
scroll.
greedy by Foggy, going for the second one. Now he may get none.
Oh, it's gonna be close. There's no entangle. He needs to block a little. Ah, scroll speed runs out. Oh, heal self.
Oh my god.
Whoa, double save. Foggy too greedy
Wait up,
again, or healing cancelled. Yeah, saves back. That was
Massive saves.
big. Yep.
And greedy play by Foggy. Wanting to get both, ends up with none.
Keeper stepped into the base to get a little mana back, I assume, but takes more time off of this expansion.
He may not have been able to kill the grunts, but it takes him a
player's
while,
forces
quite a
are under
while, to
attack.
heal back up. So Foggy may still be safe here, creeping up that gold mine. Should have more sentinels. And he is standing right next to the trees. The Blade Master has good mana and level 2. Would love to get some steel kill.
Okay, there is an owl, so it's not going to be easy, and Entangle prevents the double kill. Lots of experience for the Keeper finally, and clock +9, which would have been perfect for the Blade, but nope. Kills one, that's fine, but is surrounded, kind
Player's
of.
forces are under attack.
Can still
No
walk
heal
out though.
cells. Yeah, has to be careful now, though. And the Keeper gets level 2. Here we go.
Finally Treants for him. Once again, Lodge and the early Wyvern. This time, the Expo is not unfinished, and there are Wisps already, so it's not going to be easy to delay the expansion even more.
Foggy moving
Player's
south here
forces are
just to
under
take
attack.
out this shop. He's getting scouted by it now, certainly. Is Foggy once again gonna go for the 40 supply Hunter's push without upgrades, without level 3 Keeper?
Well, he's at 44 already.
The idea here, of course, is to apply pressure to keep him from creeping. But if you feed away mass hunts, it's not gonna be ideal. Here's one Wind Rider now. That's gonna trigger some archers.
Player's forces are under attack.
I like that he built the second shop in the base already, just to be safe. Shadowhunter is far away though. So he needs to hold this with the Wyvern alone and the Shaman that are coming now.
Problematic also here from Foggy. He couldn't creep a merchant yet, so he couldn't go for heal scrolls. Once again, none of those available. Shadowhunter got level 2.3.
Oh,
Blade
the
Master dropping low though. Doesn't
Town is under
Playing with fire.
Yeah. Barely survives, but that
Player's
cost him a scroll of
forces are
healing.
under attack.
Oh, and losing the shop now. Does he have heal cells left on the Shadowhunter? He does. To heal up the blade once again, but he gets back to the shop. There we go. Heal pot and heal self. But the Orc army is coming in, and
It's bruised. And yeah, full mana, but not level 3, despite the big effort he did. Instant entangle. Oh, purges out and walks out. Speed scroll used, heal wave used. Few serpent wards, but man, everything is red and orange. Hard to look at them at the moment. Must be the hero wyvern, right? But for how much longer? There's one potion he could shuffle over. But this is the end almost of the Shadow. Keeps this round closed for now. Blade Master is about to fall. Sage is about to fall. Disaster strikes Lin Guagua. Wyvern falls as well.
Player's
Yikes, this
forces are
hurts.
under attack.
yikes indeed. Blade still has to run. There is mana for one more entangle. He just hit level 3. He wants to cut him off here. Blade doesn't have the mana for a Windwalk. I don't see a way out of this for him. Denying to the creeps, I guess, is the best he can hope for now. Not a good scenario. Boulder, dead.
Ha! Got it. GG. Oh boy. Foggy destroying him again on Twisted this time. 3-0, except the last episode. 3 XiaoY Cups in the past 4 weeks go to Foggy. That is win number 3 for him, catching up to Focus, who won 5 episodes. But by far, Foggy, the second best XiaoY Cup player in history of this cup.
Yeah, really impressive. And we have to remember doing that all from the Ukraine. Yeah, looking strong in this matchup, changing it up a little bit here today. Much heavier on the Huntresses early on. But the Huntress expansion still works. Another victory for the Ukrainian.
Yeah. Foggy, of course, our vice world champion, Lin Guagua, making his baby steps in the pro scene. So reaching the final again, quite a surprise. Quite a surprise, quite a success for him, getting more prize money. Second place is still $150, 300 for the winner. So Guagua, we see him more and more and more. We're gonna see him again in the WGL Pro qualifier later this month, and maybe even tomorrow in the Shook Cup as it starts into the prelims. We're gonna have the round of 8 on Saturday and the grand final on Sunday. Also on Sunday, man, Sunday is gonna be crazy. WCG Swedish qualifiers and W3IL. It's gonna be a marathon at the end of the week.
Hell yeah, dude. Mass tournaments on Sunday again. Looking forward to it. And you just mentioned next pro qualifier with Lin Guagua as well. That's going to be really interesting as well to see him there again. Was the one-time standout performance just a fluke? Or can he repeat that? That will be so cool. We've been waiting for this new player to break into the top ranks after Colorful Life and 120. It's been almost only the old dogs. And Lin Guagua, he's the next guy to knock on that door.
Indeed. That's it for today, but we're not done for the week, as we just said. Shook Cup, WCG, and W3IL coming. So check our homepage, backtowarcraft.com, for the schedule, or check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as we post our streaming times there as well, and all the other news regarding Warcraft 3. You can also join our Discord, almost 3,000 people there already, which is really, really cool to see. And you can support us financially as well if you like to keep this engine running. We have donations up for PayPal, credit card, and cryptocurrency. You can subscribe here at Twitch to get access to the replay packs of all the games we cast. You can buy our merchandise at shop.backtowarcraft.com or in the YouTube VOD description thingy, or use the Amazon referral links for the US, UK, or Germany. That helps quite a bit. Thank you very much. Spread the word, hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe buttons, and let us grow our Back to Warcraft community. That's it for today. We're going to be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. CEST, and I'll be later on at Rocket Beans TV for the German-speaking audience at 5, Rocket Beans TV. Any last words, Remo?
You did it excellently, as always, Neo. I am impressed and in awe. Yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine, which I hope you have. Here it's beautiful. I'm gonna go outside, get a sunburn, and see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.